Hi boys and girls, it's Missy Lee again. I'm going to read a story to you today called The Lonely Giant. And this story is about a giant who learns that being kind can help a lot of people out and help you make friends. So this goes along with you guys learning about random acts of kindness. This is called The Lonely Giant. It is written by Pam Holden and illustrated by Samer Haddam. The lonely giant was an unhappy, grumpy giant who lived alone on a high mountain. He was not kind and helpful like the gentle giant who lived in the valley below. "I am tired of living all alone. I wish I had a friend," the lonely giant grumbled to himself. "I need someone to talk to and play with, so I will go for a walk and find some friends." The lonely giant came marching down from the mountaintop to look for a friend. As he walked, the ground cracked and shook like an earthquake. Frightened people ran into their houses and shut the doors tight. All the animals ran quickly to hide, and the birds squawked as they flapped far away. "I feel so lonely," roared the giant angrily, stomping his foot. He marched back up his mountain where he sat all alone, wondering how he could ever find some friends. As he sat there feeling sorry for himself, he noticed some strange and interesting things happening in the valley below. An enormous tree had fallen across the road, stopping all the traffic. An ambulance could not get past to take the sick person to the hospital. The driver didn't know what to do, but someone kind came to help him. A huge, strong man smiled as he lifted the heavy tree out of the way. He was the gentle giant. "Thank you, gentle giant," called the ambulance driver as he quickly drove away to the hospital. Then the gentle giant heard two children calling for help. Their tiny kitten had climbed onto a high roof and it was too frightened to come down. The children couldn't reach the kitten, and it wouldn't come down when they called its name. The gentle giant reached up and carefully lifted it down for them. "Thank you, gentle giant," said the happy children. As the gentle giant walked home, he saw a car that was stopped because it needed a wheel change. The poor driver couldn't fix it because he didn't have enough tools. The gentle giant just lifted the car off the ground while the driver changed the wheel. The people got back into the car, smiling at the gentle giant as they waved goodbye. For a long time, the lonely giant watched as the gentle giant helped anyone who was in trouble. "He is never lonely like I am," said the lonely giant to himself. "I must try to be kind and friendly. I could find ways to help the people and animals like he does." Just then, the lonely giant heard some loud cries for help. When he saw a sailboat that had been tipped over by a strong wind, he waded into the water to help the sailors. They were very pleased to be rescued and waved to him as they sailed away. Suddenly, the lonely giant smelled smoke in the air. Bright orange flames were shooting out of burning trees in the forest. Frightened birds and animals were hurrying to get away from the dangerous fire. The lonely giant blew hard on the flames and put out the fire. As the birds and animals slowly came back to their homes in the forest, they stopped to say thank you to him. The lonely giant smiled happily as he walked home. "I am not alone now. Tomorrow I will be ready to help any of my new friends who are in trouble," he told himself. He knew that he would never be grumpy or lonely again. How many new words can you make from these words? Grumpy, shoot, below, smoke, and driver. Are you able to mix the words around and make new words? Let's look at these words up here. It says, are you a word whiz? We have the word alone, O-N-E. The E makes the O say its name. You have the word lonely, right here. O-N-E. The O says its name because the E is there. And then there's a suffix L-Y added to the end. The next word is bones. O-N-E. Again, the E makes the O say its name. Bone, add an S, an inflectional ending, more than one. P-H. P-H makes the F sound. Phone. Add a C to the beginning. You have the word cone. Add an ST to the beginning. You made the word stone.